Hello! In this video we will talk about some possible tasks of a witch or earth magician during winter. December and January are the coldest and darkest months of the year. Cold and darkness are conditions that people like to avoid very much, and I think in Europe there will be few people who still experience cold and darkness as limiting conditions. When it's cold, we turn on the heating, and when it's dark, we turn on the lights. And as I'm currently dealing with the topic of darkness, I noticed how many light sources we have in our daily lives. Even the refrigerator is well lit. Complete darkness can only be experienced in places that are not populated. In nature we can experience how darkness and cold bring about a deep calm. For me, as a student of witchcraft, this means learning from nature by going into the forest to experience this very state. Nature concentrates its forces within and waits for the right time to put them back into growth and development. In earth magic there are also phases in which the forces come to rest, and the witch waits until the time is appropriate for action. Not every action is favorable and beneficial at any time. For example, in this month it would not be very promising to plant something. Everything in nature is subject to the right time, and man is also part of nature, and his actions are also subject to this law. I have decided for myself to use this month to integrate the peace that can be found in nature into my own everyday life. This powerful peace that you can find in nature can be best experienced in a meditation. For this I have chosen a meditation that students of ceremonial magic use because it is very easy to use and I have already had good success with it. If you want to know more about this meditation or try it yourself, you can find the link in the video description. Another important insight I took with me from the forest is that nature willingly provides us with the fruits of its labor, and that it is especially in winter that we draw on the reserves that we have built up and gathered throughout the year. Of course, our modern life has made us mostly independent of the annual cycle, and we get fresh food, light and warmth almost at any time. Nevertheless, we are dependent on the bounties of nature and cannot survive at all without them. And the more gratitude and respect we feel for nature and pay to it, the deeper and closer our relationship with it can become. One of the first basic exercises for the earth magician is to develop a deep inner respect for the forces of nature, and this deep inner respect is then reflected in her actions. To express my gratitude and respect for the fruits that nature provides us with, I will carry a small amount of food into the forest for the animals of the forest during this cold winter month. I wish you a good winter time with inner strength and peace, and I'm looking forward to the time when the sun carries its warmth into the land again.